Just concluded for the Mets in San Diego, and he's already matched that hit total with a base hit to right field. Brian Anderson, a long throw from right, and he got him by a mile.
What? That was on the fly? Brian Anderson from right field? Oh my gosh. What's going on, guys? It's Fuzzy. Welcome back to yet another Major League Baseball recap. That intro clip, man, that was a thing of beauty. Brian Anderson absolutely threw a C to third base to get the runner. Unfortunately, we'll see in the later portions of today's video, the Marlins, they did not win. We have so much to talk about today, guys, so make sure you watch all the way until the end. And also, for any of you who are not subscribed, make sure that you hit that big red subscribe button because we are so close to 100,000 subscribers. So if we can get a little bit closer today, that would mean a lot to me. Without further ado, let's start talking baseball. So before we start showing the clips, I have two little stories to talk about. The first one is an injury update from Tyler Glasnow. He was the first pitcher to get to 6 wins. He's having a really good season for the Tampa Bay Rays. He will be out 4 to 6 weeks with a mid forearm strain, and he felt it yesterday, so I feel bad for him. He's having a really good start, then he gets injured. That's the way the cookie crumbles. The next story is going to be about Vladimir Guerrero Jr. There's been a lot of talk that he's going to get sent down back to the minors. I don't think that's going to happen, but between his first at-bat and his 46th at-bat, he's hitting 146. But let me tell you guys one thing, okay? There is a bit of hope for this story. Mike Trout in his first 43 at-bats hit 143. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. in his first 46, 146. So I just think that it's going to be something that it's going to take some work. If Mike Trout is one of the greatest players of all time right now and he struggled out the gate, I think it could be the same thing for Vlad Jr. But what do you guys think? Do you think he's a bust? Do you think he's overhyped? I think that he's just adjusting. Speaking of Mike Trout, he actually did something pretty crazy yesterday. He met up with a fan before the game, and that fan said, "Mike Trout, you better hit a home run." And guess what Mike Trout did? Hit a home run. So we're just gonna roll every single clip. There's a few interviews, there's the home run clip. It's just a lot of fun, and this is why baseball is truly the best sport there is.
There you go. What'd you ask him last year? He did for you. What'd you ask him? I need to hit a home run tonight. Yeah.
Well, what did you do here tonight?
Frenchie, well done setting things up. What happened here? Let's see. Oh, lift.
Rightfully so, and this happens, and look at the reaction from dad, mom, brother.
Oh my gosh, the Athletics versus the Indians game was pretty crazy last night. I was watching it tooth and nail, but then Matt Chapman got a slider right down the middle against Brad Hand, and let me get, he did not miss it.
Left field. And that baby is gone.
You guys just saw the Matt Chapman walk-off home run against my favorite team, the Cleveland Indians. We know that Matt Chapman does not miss many baseballs, and same for the next guy. Ronald Acuña Jr. hit the furthest home run for the Braves since 2015. This was estimated at 466 feet. So in YouTube terms, 470 feet off the bat of Acuña Jr. This kid's special.
The pitch.
Swing and a fly ball wallop straight away center. It's up high. It is gone. Power versus power, and Acuña comes through. He's in the leadoff spot, and here we go. A solo homer, and Atlanta's in front.
The Boston Red Sox are officially over 500, and I told you guys a couple weeks ago that they were going to start piling up wins. Rafael Devers had a big game yesterday, same with Mitch Moreland. So in the same breath, we also have to talk about the Yankees because they're getting a lot of players back. The Rays, they're not as formidable because their best pitcher is now going to be on the shelf for a month and a half. The Red Sox are playing good baseball. The Yankees are playing good baseball. So we're just going to go ahead and roll the clips because the Yankees and the Red Sox, they both took a dub yesterday.
This same thing that happens in hockey too.
Oh, shot by Moreland. That's a deep drive heading way back toward the triangle, and that is.
He had been in a little bit of a slump.
Oh, there's a drive. He leads into this one. Devers slamming it all the way back into the bleachers and gone.
Line drive, base hit left field. Sanchez scores. They're waving Frazier home. And the throw is cut off. It's a 2-run single by Urshela. He just keeps keeping on.
There were so many games yesterday that I really like to kind of conjoin two games together. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to talk about the Rockies game and the Dodgers game because Trevor Story is on an absolute mission right now. I think that he is I mean, I don't know if he's one of the top 3-4 shortstops in the game, but overall between defense, running, because if you guys did not know, Trevor Story is insanely fast as well, and he can hit you 35 home runs. I think he's top 6, maybe top 5 shortstop. Let me know in the comment section down below. But after we roll these Story clips, we have Joc Pederson. Why do I keep saying Pederson? Joc Pederson. There we go. Joc Pederson hit 2 home runs yesterday. He might be the most powerful leadoff hitter in the game right now. So we're just going to go ahead and lock the key, toss it, and roll the clips.
For the opposition to score. This is deep to left center field. Take a good look. You won't see it for long. Trevor Story victimizes Eric Lauer again. Number 9 for T. Story.
A payoff pitch, and Pederson reaches out, lifts a fly ball, right centerman deep. A leadoff home run for Joc Pederson. Hit hard, a bullet, gone again. Second of the night for Joc Pederson.
All you Cincinnati Reds fans out there, I'm not sure if you could have predicted this, but Luis Castillo might be the best pitcher in the National League right now. I'm not saying that he's been the best for quite some time, because I still think that's Jacob deGrom's to lose, even Max Scherzer, but Luis Castillo, I told you a couple weeks ago I was right about the Red Sox. So far I've been right about Luis Castillo. He might be starting this year's All-Star game.
Swing and a miss. You can ask what. Here comes the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. Here it comes. And it's a swing and a miss. Strikes out.
The Kansas City Royals, they're for sure not going to make the playoffs this year in 2019, but that's not stopping Alex Gordon from having a really good season. Yesterday, he had his 1,500th career hit and also another personal record. He finally hit a baseball over 110 miles an hour. So 2 milestones in the same game. Alex Gordon, take it away, man.
29 RBIs is... Oh, there's a drive to deep right field again, and gone on a line drive. And look at that catch out there. Welcome to KC, Philly fan. Alex Gordon has homered twice, and the Royals lead is 3-1.
Man, I get so nostalgic when I see this guy play. Ryan Braun was one of my favorite players growing up. He was one of the best players in the video games. He could hit like no one else I've ever seen before. His swing was just so effortless from the right side of the box. Then he got busted, but either way, he's clean now, I think. I would hope so. He had a home run yesterday, and also Gio Gonzalez with this stat line right here. The Brewers, they're playing good baseball right now. That division is going to be insane to watch the entire year. And then what we're going to do in tomorrow's recap is we will go over the standings. So make sure you guys turn on those bells. And yeah, Brewers, they're scary. Do you guys remember the first clip of the video that I showed, the Brian Anderson absolute cannon from right field? Yeah, that was versus the Mets, and the Mets pretty much won the game in the first inning. They scored 8. I cannot remember the last time that a team scored 8 in the first inning. Michael Conforto and Ahmed Rosario, they put the team on their back. And I just, wow, the Mets, I'm not sure if they're going to win the division just like the Brewers, but there's just so many good teams in baseball this year.
He smashes one out to right center field. Back in the gap goes Herrera. Near the wall. It's out of here! Conforto blasts one out to right field. Anderson takes a look, and that ball is out of here. Into the Coca-Cola corner. Michael Conforto with his 7th home run of the year.
Oh boy, just yeah, the Athletics walk off the Indians, and then the Minnesota Twins continue on their tear. I'm telling you guys, the Twins, they are probably going to win the American League Central. We might be a wild card team, but the Red Sox could be the same thing. The Yankees, the Rays, I'm not sure what's going to happen. But Jake Odorizzi is on a 20-inning scoreless streak. He is pitching lights out. And Max Kepler, I'm telling you guys, you know my favorite player of all time is Grady Sizemore. This next home run and his swing is almost identical to Sizemore. And it's just kind of makes me emotional. I love it.
Driven hard into the right field corner. Gone, a home run.
That's 4 starts.
And fairly deep left center field. Buxton tracking it to the warning track, leaping and making the catch. Rainer swung.
The Houston Astros are really good, and they've been good for quite some time. I remember when I was growing up, the Houston Astros were kind of a laughingstock. They made the World Series, and then after that, they were pretty much a bottom dweller for a long, long time. They went from the National League to the American League, and ever since then, they've been pretty decent. But Verlander turned in an excellent performance yesterday, and then Josh Reddick, for the 2nd game in a row, is owning right field.
Here's the ball sent the other way, diving stop, Correa, in time! Into right field. Reddick's going to go back again. This time he leaps and he makes another catch against the wall. Chu tries to get back to first.
Alright guys, well that is going to do it for me talking about all of the clips. What we're going to do right now is we're going to roll those that I did not show. So we have an Adam Frazier home run. He came in big time for the Pirates. Let me look at my notes. We have the Blue Jays game. Randall Grichuk and Teoscar Hernandez powered them to a win. And then last but not least, we have Albert Pujols talking about his 2000th RBI. It was a home run. A Tigers fan caught it, and he was pretty much holding it ransom. He wanted to give it to his cousin who was a Cardinals fan. But luckily, after this clip aired, Albert Pujols kind of said he can keep the baseball. I don't care. You could tell that he was a little bit upset, but the Tigers fan is actually going to give the baseball back to Pujols, so it's a good story. So thank you all so much for watching again, guys. If you did enjoy, slap a like on this video and subscribe. Without further ado, roll the clips.
Driven deep to right by Adam Frazier. Over toward the wall is Martinez, and it's gone. Clear the deck. Cannonball coming for Adam Frazier. It's 1-0 Pittsburgh.
Swing and a drive. Get up, Bob. Get up. Get out of here and gone. There's a deep drive to right. Get up, ball. Get out of here and gone. Teoscar Hernandez. Shake up the lineup. Shake up the offense.
Monetary money, would you do it? Like, and I guess that what would that amount be?
I won't pay 1 penny for that. He can have it. I don't play these games so I can pay fans so they can give me, he can have that piece of history that is for the fans, that we play for.